What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel JK World 035. There is a place, learn, motivate, and earn. And we are back with our series of book reading Atomic Habit by James Clear. This is episode 7. Episode 7 and a new chapter, chapter 3, how to build better habits in simple steps. So, let's read. Listen carefully, word by word, sentence by sentence, and apply in your life. So, in 1898, a physiologist named Edward Tronick conducted an experiment that would lay the foundation for our understanding of how habits form and the rules that guide to our behavior. Trondheim was interested in studying the behavior of animal, and he started by walking with cast. He would place each cat inside a device known as a puzzle box. The box was designed so that the cat could escape through a door by some simple act, such as pulling at a loop of cord, pressing a lever, or stepping on a platform. For example, one box contained a lever that, when pressed, would open a door on the side of the box. Once the door and had been opened, the cat could dart out and run over to a bowl of food. Most cats wanted to escape as soon as they were placed inside the box. They would poke their nose into the corner, stick their paws through opening, and claw at loose object. After a few minutes of exploring, the cat would happen to press the magical lever. The door would open and they would escape. Tronick tracked the behavior of each cat across many trials. So, in the beginning, the animals moved around the box at random, but as soon as the lever had been pressed and the door opened, the process of learning began gradually. Each cat learned to associate the action of pressing the lever with the reward of escaping the box and getting to the food. After 20 to 30 tries, their behavior became too automatic and habitual that the cat could escape within a few seconds. For example, Tronick noted cat 12 took the following times to perform the cat act: 160 second, 30 second, 90 second, 90 seconds, 60, 15, 28, 20, 30, 22, 11, 15, 20, 12, 10, 14, 10, 8, 8, 5, 10, 8, 6, 6, 7. During the first three trials, the cat escaped in an average of 1.5 minutes. During the last three trials, it escaped in an average of 6.2 seconds. With practice, each cat made fewer errors and their actions become quicker and more automatic. Rather than repeat the same mistake, the cat began to cut straight to the solution. From his studies, Tronick described the learning process by stating behaviors followed by satisfying consequences tend to be repeated, and those that product unpleasant consequences are less likely to be repeated. His work provides the perfect starting point for discussing how habits form. It also provides answers to some fundamental questions like what are habits and why does the brain bother pulling them at tools habits. A habit is a behavior that has been repeated enough times to become automatic. The process of habit formation being with trial and error. Whenever you encounter a new situation in life, your brain has to make a decision how do I respond to this. The first time you come across a problem, you are not sure how to solve it. Like chronic scared, you are just trying things out to see what works. Neurologically, activity in the brain is high during this period. You are carefully analyzing the situation and making consequence decisions about how to act. You are thinking and taking in tons of new information and trying to make sense of it all. The brain is busy learning the most effective course of action. Occasionally, like a cat pressing on a lever, you thumb across a solution. You are feeling anxious, and you discover that going for a run calms you down. You are mentally exhausted from a long day of work, and you learn that playing video games relaxing you. You are exploring, and then being found a reward. After you stumble upon an unexpected reward, you alter your strategy for next time. Your brain immediately begin to catalog the event that preceded that reward. The reward. Wait a minute, that felt good. What did I write before that? What did I do right before that? This is the feedback loop behind all humans' behavior. Try, fail, learn, try differently. With practice, the useless moments fades away and the useful action get reinforced. That habits forming. Whenever you face a problem repeatedly, your brain being to automate the process of solving it. Your habits are not just a series of automatic solutions that solve the problems and stresses you face regularly. As behavioral scientist Jones Hera, Hera writes, habits are simple, reliable solutions to recurring problems in our environment. As habits are created, the levels of activity in the brain decreases. You learn to log in one of the groups that predict success and tune out everything else. When a similar situation arises in the future, you know exactly what you look for. There is no longer a need to analyze every single of a situation. Your brain skips the process of trial and error and create a mental rule. If this, then what? These cognitive scripts can be followed automatically whenever the situation is appropriate. Now, whenever you feel stressed, you get the itch to run. As soon as you walk in the door from work, you grab the video games collector. A choice that once required effort is now automatic. A habit has been created. Habits are mental shortcuts learned from experience. In a sense, a habit is just a memory of the steps you previously followed to solve a problem in the past. Whenever the conditions are right, you can draw on this memory and automatically apply the same solution. The primary reasons the brain remember the past is to better predict what will work in the future. habit formation is incredibly useful become the consequence. Mind is the bottleneck of the brain. It can only pay attention to one problem at a time. As a result, your brain is always working to preserve your consequence attention for whatever task is most essentially whenever possible. The consequence mind like to form of task to the non-consequence mind to do automatically. This is the precisely that previously happens when a habit is formed. Habits reduce cognitive load and free up mental capacity so you can allocate your attention to other tasks. Despite their efficiency, some people still wonder about the benefits of habits. The argument goes like this: will habits make my life dull? I don't want to pigeonhole myself into a lifestyle I don't enjoy. Doesn't so much routine take away the vibrancy and spontaneity of life? Hardly such questions set up a false dichotomy that they make you think that you have to choose between building habits and attaining freedom. In reality, the two complement each other. Habits do not restrict freedom, they create. In fact, the people who don't have their habits handled are often the one with the latest amount of freedom. Without good financial habits, you will always be struggling for the next dollars. Without good health habits, you will always seems to be short on energy. Without good learning habits, you will always feel like you are behind the curve. If you are always being forced to make decisions about simple tasks, when should I walk out? Where do I go to write? When do I pay the bills? Then you have less time for freedom. It's only by making the fundamental of life easier that you can create the mental space needed for free thinking and creativity. Conversely, when you have your habit dialed in and the basis of life